So first of all, imagine me having to confront myself about myself. I think I might actually start posting like 2 vlogs in 1 week, which is insane. And then of course, the number one question that everybody loves to ask is, what's up with your dating life? I'm really a 30-year-old baby out here, is what I feel like. And majority of the time, I'm always like, oh my God, if I go there fasted, I'm gonna like pass out. I do feel like I'm gonna pass out for sure, but I'm basically starting from scratch. I don't even be knowing where I leave off anymore, but we're here. We are good. We are alive. I feel like I've been doing a lot, but I've also been chilling a lot. So like in between all of that, I haven't been the greatest with vlogging, and I'm still editing all of the travel vlog. Plus I've been filming weekly vlogs. So like I'm so kind of behind. I think I might actually start posting like 2 vlogs in 1 week, which is insane. But I have so much content, and I would tell you guys, like, life is always going on, and sometimes it's so chaotic and it's so much. But this is clearly what adulthood is all about. I've got my fair share of socializing already yesterday, so today is definitely an inside day. It's already like 5 p.m. I already went to the gym, started my laundry, started cooking some dinner now, and I also obviously straightened my hair. My hair right now is so long. I'm actually loving it. I haven't had my hair this long, honestly, since I was probably like in 12th grade in high school. So it is very different for me to have my hair like almost touching my butt at this point. But I do need to get a trim, and I've been trying to figure out like what do I want to do next, because I had a lot of layers and my hair just grows very uneven, so my layers are all over the place now. I think I want to reduce how many layers I have now and kind of just get like face framing. I feel like these were my bangs and these are now all the way down here. So I feel like now that it's like getting into fall, I like to cut my hair around this time of year because I know I'll straighten my hair more. So I don't know if I want to get bangs again. I feel like bangs look so cute on my face because I have such a round face, so it gives like more like definition when I have like pieces of my face falling. But I also feel like I may just do my layers more like a V cut. I said that I wanted my hair to touch my butt by the end of the year, but I honestly need to trim it. I can tell you guys that probably the best thing to grow your hair is honestly to keep your hair with oils. And even though it gets dirty so easily, you kind of just have to like let it be in its natural state. No styling it, no putting heat on it, nothing. So a lot of the time you guys see me putting it up in a bun, it is more of a protective hairstyle. But literally look at how long it is now that I've straightened it and taken it out of the bun. It's like a Rapunzel moment. I always have my hair up, my hair is always in a bun, and then when I take it down, you're like, oh, she's not bald, she has hair. A lot of it too. So yeah, I just really needed to straighten my hair because I think I'm gonna cut my hair pretty soon. So I wanted to just kind of see like what my hair looks like now in terms of shape, so I could kind of finalize like when I go to Michelle what to tell her that I want. Other than my hair growth journey that is clearly flourishing, I have been home. I started getting my house completely together, actually even more than just together. I started buying more home goods. So I got new organizers for my closet. I also got new like home decor. So I'm about to eat something really quickly because I'm starving. I haven't had an actual meal today, and it's, hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 3:52 p.m.
Okay, so it's 3:50, not 5. So it's 3:50 and I have not had a single meal all morning. I went to my workout fasted, and majority of the time I'm always like, oh my God, if I go there fasted, I'm gonna like pass out. I do feel like I'm gonna pass out while I'm working out for sure. But when I'm done working out, I honestly don't feel that hungry. So all I had was a blueberry matcha, a little bit of caffeine, a little bit of fruits in, and I mixed it with coconut water. So I got like electrolytes and liquids, but I have not had actual solid food. So I think it's about that time that I have a solid meal. It's gonna be a little bit weird because I'm eating at like 4 o'clock, and then so that means I'm gonna end up having like a late dinner. But I'm about to eat, and then I think I just want to spend this evening watching like a rom-com or something like that. And then I also bought a bouquet of flowers that I would like to arrange. I bought new home decor, so I feel like that will be a really nice way to spend my evening, just drinking some wine, putting together a flower arrangement. Whenever I'm in such a chill mood like this, I'm like, wow, I'm really an adult. Like, I'm really 30. I'm really a 30-year-old baby out here is what I feel like, honestly. If you're tired of having regular bouquets in your house, definitely try to make one of these standing arrangements. So I got this bouquet from Publix. I thought that the flowers and the different types of flowers here were so pretty. So this is the pot that I bought on Amazon, and I will link it in my storefront, of course. So we're just gonna make a little standing arrangement in this cute little pebble. I'm just trying to decide what my favorite flower is. I think it's this one. I think this would be the prettiest one standing really tall. So this would be the front view based on how the pebble is placed. I think my second favorite flower is probably this one. I like that it has like multiple flowers on one stem. I wanted this one shorter than the middle one, but this is actually kind of cute already. Okay, so now I need to decide which ones I kind of want to be sitting closer to the bottom. So I'm thinking it's gonna be this one. And I like that it like hides the opening. I still have so many flowers and actually a couple of flower kinds that I still have not used. So I'm just gonna work in putting some of these other flowers in there until I feel like it looks full. I feel like it is so cute. It's a little unstable. I'm gonna put some water in here just to make sure that it stays down. I love the different colors and I also love the different heights of it. They also have a lot of different pot types that you can use. I'll link the one that I bought on Amazon in my storefront, but I think it came out absolutely gorgeous and I can't wait to put it in my living room. You have to say hello to the people. Y'all remember him or no?
You were the star.
You were the star. The fuck out.
That little dance was nice, right?
Go crazy. Go crazy.
Go crazy.
Hey y'all, it is clearly a brand new day. I just finished blow drying my hair because I had my hair straight last week, but I don't feel like I was able to get the right look that I really wanted because I did not have my flat iron here. It was at my parents' house. So I only got to do a blow dry look. I feel like I want my hair to be like straight like this, but obviously a little bit better because this is just it blow dried. So I am gonna like flat iron it and make it like super straight. I feel like my curly girls are always asking how am I able to maintain having curly hair, especially living in this humidity. I'm gonna show you guys how. As a curly girl, if you're blow drying your hair and you really want your hair to stay, you need to prep your hair before you blow dry it. So the products that you put in your hair, they matter. You need to find what products really work for your hair. So there's two ways that I style my hair when it is being straightened. It's either I only use my blow dry brush and then I will run the flat iron at the tops of my hair. That is what I normally do. And it has like the beautiful like curly blow dry drop curls at the end. That is normally my to-go style because it is so much easier to maintain. I don't have to care if my hair is like super straight, if it's frizzy at all, because it has that like natural bouncy look. This time that I'm styling my hair, I just want it really straight with just some curves at the end, no drop curls. I ended up using It's a 10 Blow Dry Miracle, the spray and the cream, because I want my hair to look very clean, very straight, very lightweight. So first I sprayed It's a 10 H2O Shield. This is just really good to shield your hair from any humidity. I also used a little bit of the styling balm. This just makes your hair just super soft. So I wasn't able to obviously speak to you guys while I was blow drying my hair. My hair is still a little bit frizzy, especially at the ends, because all I did with my blow dry brush was quickly run the blow dry through it, mostly so that it could fully dry so I can run the flat iron through my hair. But now I can speak to you guys while I straighten my hair. So I just wanted to do a quick question and answer catch up with me. Lately, I've been receiving a lot of questions because I have been so active on social media, I would say. I'm just really trying to make this my last year working. So the first question that I've been receiving is just like, why am I promoting so many brands again? If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I used to always partner with brands, but it does take a lot of your time. So I kind of stepped away from it for a little bit just because I knew that I couldn't make the quality content that these brands wanted. I couldn't meet deadlines. So I really just had to step away from it for a little bit, but your girl is back. I feel like now I have gotten a little bit more time. I can manage a little bit more in the social media realm. So I finally decided to start getting back into dealing with brands, but I'm basically starting from scratch because in order for you to continue getting on people's PR list, you have to be super active. And since I was inactive for a little minute, I would say I have to build back my social media, build back my brand so that brands can want to work with me again. I've been really just getting back into making content whenever I can, even for the smallest things, even for all the things that I use in my house. I feel like the best way to get recognized from brands is to actually like the brand, actually use the brand. And I already have the products in my house. I already use them. So to me, it's really easy and a lot less discouraging when you find products that you use in your everyday life and just incorporate them within your content. So I've just been really getting back into vlogging throughout my days, no matter what I'm doing. Even if I'm like cleaning, doing laundry, I've just been incorporating all of the brands that I use just to kind of see what hits. You know what I mean? I feel like in terms of niche, I've always been put in the bubble of like beauty and fashion. But I feel like obviously there's just so much more that I do in my day-to-day life. If I'm not at work, I actually spend a lot of time at home. So I just like to incorporate a lot of things that I do in my house. And like I said, just use the brands that I already have. I know that it's like super hard to get on people's PR list too. And it makes it very discouraging for content creators, especially when you're just like trying a thing and like, you know, you're just doing it part-time. You're not really getting paid for it. It's so much easier to just actually work on your craft by using things that you use every day. It feels more natural versus getting products from brands and then having to learn about the brand. So yeah, in short, I'm really just trying to get back into my content creator bag, and it requires a lot of discipline, but it also requires a lot of creativity at the same exact time. So I've just been really trying to find a good balance of still being able to live my normal life, but then also making content based on my normal life. And hopefully in my near future, I can do this full time. And then of course, the number one question that everybody loves to ask is, what's up with your dating life? I feel like people think that I am so secretive. No, I'm just very, very private. There's nothing secretive about my dating life. I've spoke to you guys about my dating life in previous vlogs before. I just find it really hard to showcase a relationship when I don't feel like it's super stable and genuine yet. And honestly, I don't regret it. If you guys know me from the time that I gained a lot of followers when I was in college, I was in a very serious, long, deep relationship that everybody knew about. And when we broke up, it was probably one of my most dramatic breakups. But on top of the dramatic of my actual feelings and all of that, I also had to deal with the social media piece of it because everybody knew about us. And I always promised myself that, one, I'm more than just a relationship. Like, my brand itself was never built off of a relationship. It was always built off of me and just the people around me. And yes, he was a very big person in my life. Fine, I agree. But my social media is my social media, and I feel like I ended up having to explain a lot more than I needed to. And it took me longer to heal from the relationship when I also had to give closure to other people about my relationship. So now I keep it pretty private. Like I said, it's not secret. It's not a secret. You will never see me hiding the person that I am dating. I just personally feel very uncomfortable displaying my love life in front of a bunch of people, and I'm not even sure like if the relationship is steady, sturdy, And I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying. And I think one of the reasons why people always ask me, like, what is my status, is because you would never tell the difference of whether I'm single or dating or in a relationship. I am basically the same person. I live the same life. I do the same things. I go with my friends. And one of my main love languages is quality time. So let's just put it this way. If I'm dating someone, I'm probably spending a lot of quality time with them. That means off of social media and in real life for it to be good quality time. So until you see a ring on my finger, you probably will not see the man that I am spending quality time with. And that is my answer. This one is a good one. I feel like I need to make a dedicated video for it. It is a little bit hard to answer this question in one go, I feel. But the question is, how do you travel so often while still being a corporate girl? That is a loaded question within itself because honestly, I don't know how I do it. I feel like that question deserves multiple answers because I'm not sure if you mean by time or by money, because honestly, I don't know how my wallet and I be traveling all year. Everyone spends their money differently. I just spend my money a lot on experiences. I just make sure that I'm able to do everything that I want to in that destination. And sometimes that means that it is a little bit more pricey, but not always. I am very reasonable. Like I said, I work a corporate job. I am not a millionaire. I just know what experiences I personally enjoy and the amount of money that I'm willing to pay for it. So when it comes to experiences, I feel like everyone would spend money on different things. So it just depends on like what you like. In terms of time and like paid time off and all of that, I just know that what feeds my soul is traveling and experiencing different places with the people that I love. So I just make sure to prioritize that. And at the beginning of the year, I normally look at what days like we get off, like calendar days that we get off. I just then work my PTO and work from home around those days. Or if I know if it's like special occasions, obviously I'll take off those days. In terms of time, you really just make the time for the things that you want. So like I said, traveling really feeds my soul. It feeds my creativity. So for me, when it comes to time, I'm definitely going to prioritize and make time to travel, to experience the things that I want to. And I'm also going to prioritize having the money and making sure that I get the best experience that I can from whatever trip it is. I think I may do a separate video. I feel like there's multiple things to being a travel girly, a lot of tips that I can also give. So I'll just make a separate video going more into detail because I actually get this question a lot, especially in real life. When I see people and we're catching up, they're always like, oh, how do you do it? How do you do it? So I'll just make a video on personally how I'm able to travel so often and still get a good combination of living that like luxury lifestyle. I feel like I've been yapping more than I've been actually doing my hair. So I'm just gonna answer one last question, which kind of ties into being a corporate girly. Somebody asked me to give more information on Star of the Seas and just cruises in general. I probably am the best and the worst person to give advice for a cruise because in general, I am not a cruiser, right? But as many of you guys know, I work for Royal Caribbean, which is one of the biggest, not only cruise lines, but also one of the biggest tourism and leisure companies right now. So in general, I've never really been on a cruise until I started working with Royal. So what I can compare it to is if you've been to an all-inclusive hotel that literally has everything. I know Jamaica has a lot of them because I've been to a lot of them. Just imagine an all-inclusive in the middle of the ocean, bringing you to different destinations, which I think is very, very nice because depending on your itinerary, you're able to experience multiple countries within a short period of time, which I think that is so amazing. But in addition to that, on the cruise itself, it's like a little city. Literally, cruises are the size of a small town and it has everything that you need, okay? As you guys know from my last couple of vlogs, I was on board Star of the Seas for like 3 weeks. I even crossed from Spain to the US on the ship. And what I can say is not only because I was working, but I just never got bored. There was always something going on, some type of entertainment. There's so many bars, so many restaurants. The gym is huge. The spa is beautiful. Like there's just so many things that you can actually do on a cruise. And if you're gonna only be on there for, let's say, 7 days, trust me, 7 days probably isn't even enough for you to experience everything on the cruise itself, especially if you're stopping at destinations. So if you are the type of person that wants to see and wants to knock out multiple countries in a short period of time, I would say a cruise is really, really good for that. Royal Caribbean cruises are also just so good for families. So if you have a family trip and you have like kids or just like different age groups, there's honestly something for everyone on the cruise itself. I also feel like if you're going with a group of people, it is perfect because, like I said, it is like a small town. And it sounds weird because you're like, I don't want to be stuck on the boat with the same people. But you honestly, like I said, there's almost like 7,000 to 9,000 people on the ship. You may run into people, but you're not gonna be stuck with them in like a small space. The ship is huge, especially if you're going on one of the bigger ones like Star of the Seas, Icon of the Seas, Utopia of the Seas, Wonder of the Seas. The ships are huge. So like I said, I was never really a cruise person, but the first cruise that I did that was not for work was, I think, 2 years ago. My sister and I went to Spain, but we went to Spain, we went to France, we went to Italy. We were on there for 7 days. I think we got to see 6 different cities. And just by that, you get like a little appetizer of kind of like what you like, what you want. I feel like the cruise helped introduce me into the European ways, lifestyle, and just navigation itself. That was the first time as an adult going to Europe. So it was a really, really good way to go and explore different cities and figure out like the vibes of each of those cities, as well as just like what kind of foods from the different countries. And it was just a really nice experience. I would say that if you hate staying on ships, it's perfectly fine. Just find an itinerary that stops at a destination daily, or at least having very little sea days, so you don't feel like you're stuck on the ship at all. So yeah, that was a quick little question and answer update from me. If you guys have any more questions, I know I normally answer people's DMs, but if you guys ever have any questions, you guys know where to find me. But yeah, anyways, my hair is done, pressed, laid to the gods. Look at how long my hair is. I really only straightened my hair this straight just so that I could see what shape my hair is in right now, because I would like to go get my hair cut maybe next week. So I just wanted to see what my shape looks like right now. I think what I'm going to ask her to do is to basically clean up these layers that I have here. It's really hard to see because they're so choppy. I normally get my hair trimmed every like 4 to 6 months. I probably have not gotten my hair trimmed for like 6 to 8 months at this point. So I really need to go and see Michelle, because now it is September, so it is fall. I will be straightening my hair way more. So I want my hair to have a really good shape, because you can see it the most when you straighten your hair. When you have your hair curly, you can kind of like put pieces in together that it doesn't look so crazy. But when your hair is straightened right now, like my hair just looks very choppy. So I'm not really loving the way that it came out. But that was the purpose of me even flattening my hair, because I really just wanted to see what state it is in right now. So now that I have my hair done, I'm pretty sure Morgan and I are going out to eat today. So I have tasked her with finding a restaurant for us to go have some drinks and have an appetizer too, just so that we can sit down and yap and maybe make a couple TikToks. I also really want to dress up, especially because my hair is done. I want to wear something a little bit cute, maybe a fall look, so that we can introduce the fall vibes. So I do need to go and look in my closet very soon to see what I am going to wear tonight. So I'm ready to go to dinner. I'm just waiting for Morgan to get here. We're gonna go to Pastis tonight. I was saying that I really didn't want to like eat out. I just wanted like small bites. No, if we're gonna go to a pasta restaurant, I am eating. So let's go.
Outside, nigga that made me mad. Nigga that made me mad again. Okay, I'm a Southside bitch to the grave. I'm a real
besides the fact that I just put so much like, I don't know, lotion or serum in my eyes, and now my eyes are literally so red and they're like kind of burning low-key. Besides all of that, I don't know why I keep insisting on straightening my hair when it's literally 90% humidity out, probably like 80 something degrees, and it keeps pouring rain. So I literally had to run in the rain today, and my hair has now turned into this. Like, it probably doesn't look that crazy on camera, but this is why I don't love straightening my hair all the way through. I prefer that like effortless blow dry look, because at least I would have had like curls at the end. This just looks like, I know y'all see it. It literally just looks so like sad. It looks so dead. So I don't love that I have to keep applying heat to my whole entire hair. Let me see if you guys can see that I barely get split ends. So really and truly, I can keep my hair growing really long. I just don't like when my hair looks damaged. And to me, when I straighten my hair is not healthy enough to literally be like silk pressed. My hair just always has a little bit of frizz to it no matter what I do. So all that to say, I need to re-straighten my hair now because this is a very long work week for me. I just need to look presentable. I've been feeling so out of it, and we can talk about that now. All right, so while I do this, let's chat. I feel like I've kind of been in like my own bubble in terms of like doing stuff, and I don't hate it. I just feel like I am now again in a space where things are like shifting. Things are just happening so randomly for me that it makes me feel uncomfortable, but the expansion feels so good. But it just feels like I'm just like walking into a new space in my life. Whenever new doors are like opening up for me, I like to really be like present and understand what I meant to like learn and like what is God calling me to do in this next phase. I've been wanting to really go into my shell, deactivate my Instagram, get off of YouTube. I've been wanting to do all of that, and I'm literally just fighting the feels and really just be intentional about everything that I do. So I've just been trying to do my very best at not repeating old habits. And I think that that's probably one of the hardest things, because routine and habits are just so hard to make and break. I feel like the more and more that I'm becoming an adult, I feel like I need to take more responsibility and accountability for the way that I move and the things that I do for myself. So that's where I've been at, like mentally. I've been just really trying to reevaluate everything that's in my life and kind of see like what I really need to bring in the next phase of my life. And you guys know how much of a detail-oriented person I am, but I'm literally trying to revamp my whole entire life. So with this new energy that I'm feeling, I feel like I need a whole revamp, and I'm talking down to my wardrobe. So I've even been thinking about going through my closet and really just getting rid of things that just no longer are me, no longer fit and serve the next space that I want to be in. And it's always just so funny whenever I go through these phases of my life, because I'm just not a confrontational person. So first of all, imagine me having to confront myself about myself. That's one. But also the people that are no longer serving me. Like, how you just randomly wake up one day and be like, yeah, well, you're not fitting in the next phase that I want to be in, so I'm gonna have to cut you off. I feel like someone would look at me so crazy if I said that. Like, girl, what are you talking about? But I genuinely feel like you really just have to shed your skin sometimes. Like, when you really feel like you just want to be in a different space and whatever, the best way to attract what you want is to literally get rid of everything else that you don't need, everything else that you know does not align with you anymore. So in the midst of me just trying to really figure out what's next in life, you just also have to remember to stay grateful for everything that you already have, even when life is presenting you with new opportunities and new things. So I just want to also express my gratitude to you guys. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for watching this far, and I will see you guys in the next one.